Hi, Gloria Douglas here, a licensed real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you bringing the last day of the NACA binder setup series, which is this will be day number 6. So you should already, well, first, I do not work for NACA. I have never worked for NACA. I just believe in the NACA process. So you should already have your binder set up. This is from day 1. Then for day 2, we went over documents and the things that you need to have under that tab. For day 3, we went over income. Day 4 under statements. Day 5 under LOEs. And now we are at day 6. It will be the miscellaneous tab. I don't have this one marked because I just changed it around a little bit. But because I was going by how NACA had everything set up and decided to kind of switch it around so that it makes a little bit more sense. So under the miscellaneous tab is where you're going to put other important papers. So you can either put down as MISC if you want, spell out miscellaneous however you want to, or if you just want to put other documents. So the first thing that you're going to want to have is your lease agreement. You'll need all pages. And you'll need your current year. Now you have to have a total for make it be equivalent to 2 years of lease agreements. So if you have been in a place, this is your very first year, and you haven't even signed your lease yet. I mean, you signed your lease, but it's not time for a renewal yet. Then what you'll want to do is get your previous lease agreements. If you were living with family members, then you'll need to have the person that you were dealing with or living with, have them give you a letter stating that you lived with them from this time to this time, how much rent or monies that you contributed to the household, things like that. Sometimes NACA will take that. Sometimes they will not. Your mortgage counselor, because of your situation, or depending on how hands-on your real estate agent is, will go over that information with you and should be able to guide you as to what documentation you will have to provide for them. So if you have been in your place for more than a year, so say if you've been there going on 3 years now, so you've already met the 2-year criteria, then what you'll want to do is get the first lease agreement that you originally signed. And some places give out a whole new lease when you re-sign, and some just give like a couple of sheets of paper to just add to, but it does show the most recent date showing that it's been extended for another year. So you'll want to get whichever documents pertain to you for your lease, but you want to have all pages, and some things are front and back, but you want to have all pages of leases for the next 2 years, or for the past 2 years. Then you want to do, and it really doesn't matter what order you put it in, but you want to do bankruptcy papers. You want to show all pages. You want to show you, including your discharge papers, your discharge date. That's crucial to have that information. So all pages of your bankruptcy papers. If you filed bankruptcy and it has been discharged within the last 7 years, 7 to 10 years, because some things do stay on for 10 years, some 7, and then some 8, some 9. So anything older than 10 years or anything older than 7 years, if it does not show up on your credit report, then you really don't have to worry about it. If it shows up on your credit report, then you will have to provide the documentation for it. Okay. And then foreclosures and or short sale. If you have had a foreclosure and or a short sale and you live in Clark County, which is in Las Vegas, Nevada, or in the Nevada area, Henderson, Boulder City, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. I think Pahrump may possibly be part of our county. I'm not quite positive if Pahrump is our county or if it's a different county. But if you are in the Clark County area for the state of Nevada, then you want to go to www.co.clark.nv.us. you'll want to click on the property address tab, put in your address and or your former address, and you want to look and see who they have showing as the new owner. So with NACA, can you have a short sale and or foreclosure? Yes, you can. However, you have to show that you actually did not have possession of the property for the last 2 years. So you go to that website, you print out the paperwork that shows when the new person took over. It does not have to be that a physical person that I purchased your home. It doesn't have to show that. It can just show that a business owns the home. It can show that the bank put it back into its name. NACA just wants to make sure that the property is out of your name and has been out of your name for the last 2 years. If you have any liens or judgments against you that's on your credit report, then you will want to show a release of lien. And so you will need the documentation for that. Also, I think we put divorce decrees. Let me double check. Did we put divorce decrees? I know that we said that we needed them for our alimony and child support payments, but the actual divorce decree can actually go in this section as well, just if you want to just have it in a separate place. It can go back there as well, and you will have to have all pages of your divorce decree. So if you have been divorced, I don't know why I want 5 divorces on somebody. It's just a number, I guess, that I've chosen, but if you've been divorced 5 times, I guess so that I don't embarrass anyone, I guess is what I wanted to do. So because you have been divorced 2 times, 3 times. So, but if you've been divorced 5 times, then you'll want to have 5 divorce decrees. And then this is a place to house all of them, because not all of them did you probably get alimony and or child support. So that's a place to house them. And then for the alimony and child support that you do receive, just take those statements and put them on the income section. And then that is a way to kind of keep everything separated but organized at the same time. So while we're here on this, since this is going to be the last one, I'll go ahead and just finish up everything right now that you need to have. Oh, and then before I finish, so with this section, if there's anything else that's important that pertains to you specifically that maybe you were not aware of, or you're like, oh, but I do have this thing that they need to know, whatever it is, it's just miscellaneous information, just go ahead and stick it in that tab also if you feel that it's something that pertains to you, that's something that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head, because again, each person's situation is unique. So here you're going to have 5 separate tabs. They're the documents, income statements, LOEs, and our miscellaneous or other important documents tabs. So what we want to do is take these and place them in the back behind the lease, the foreclosure, short sale, and divorce decree information. So it'll look like this when you go to open it. Can you see I have 5 different tabs? I have rounded tabs, and then in the back, and then they're also different colors. That's just a me thing, but they have the exact same information. So once this, so say if your driver's license expires January 2018, since we're in 2017 right now. So say your driver's license expires January 1st, 2018, and you have to go get a new one. What you do is take this copy of your driver's license out, go back here to like an archive, so to speak, document section, lift that up, put your driver's license, your old driver's license copy right here. And then you'll come back here to the current section and put your new driver's license copy right here. And you're going to do that with your bank statements as they expire. Put them in the back under the income section. That's your archived section. as well as your pay stubs. When they get old, put them back there in that back section. The reason that, and then put the most current bank statements and your most current pay stubs in the front section. The reason that you want to do that is because in the past, NACA's computer tends to eat papers for whatever reason. Also, because sometimes you'll scan something because you're going to have to upload things. So when you upload your documents, sometimes they may get blurry. It may look clear to you, but then when the mortgage counselor goes to pull it up, it may be blurry for them. So if you have everything here in your binder and they say, oh, well, that September 30th bank statement, it was kind of fuzzy. We couldn't really read that last page, or we couldn't really read that second page. You have it right here in your binder. Here you go. They can rescan it. But then you also have your November statement, and then you also have your October statement. So this way you don't have to, oh, I don't have it, I have to go and get it, or I have to send it to you. You have everything right here in this one binder that you need to have. Take your binder with you to every single appointment, even until the day that you sign. When you go and sign for your keys, take your binder with you. Because at one of my closings, the notary needed to verify something, and my client, because I had them instructed to bring their documents with them, bring their whole organization system with them, we didn't have to postpone the signing. They were able to just go into their folder, pull out the paper she needed, give it to her. She made a photocopy, and it was done. So even at that last minute, now after you get your keys in your hand, you record, you get your keys, you can have a bonfire with this thing if you want to. But until you get keys in hand, you need to have this binder with you every single solitary appointment. Trust me. Even if you're like, I've never even used it, doesn't matter. Take it with you anyway, because the time that you don't take it is going to be the time that you will need it. Okay. So, that is the binder series, going through the NACA process. And I know that I'm terrible with uploading videos and just recording videos and things like that, and I do apologize. However, I am going to work on getting better with doing them, and I am going to work on doing some other videos as well, like showing you guys how to use a NACA calculator, showing you how to it's the calculator, and figuring out like how much home you can actually afford. And I'm going to start in January, I think, or my next client that's getting ready to go through the process, because I have a couple people. So I'm going to take you guys from beginning to end of a client. I, of course, won't use their name or anything, but as they're going through stuff, then even if it's like a 1 or 2 minute video, then I'll upload and say, okay, this is where we are. This is what's needed. This is why. Because in case you happen to be in that same situation, then you can say, oh, okay, that's where that process is. Oh, okay, that's what that means. So to really try to make it be as smooth of a process as possible for you. So if you have any questions, if you have any any more information that you would maybe like to see a video on, if you want, you can email me at ownmyhomeclub@gmail.com. You can also call me or text me at 702-690-6312. Texting is really the best way to try to reach me, because I don't answer phone numbers that I don't know the numbers to, even though I am self-employed. But it's still like, okay, I still don't know who's calling me. So it's best to text me first, and then say, hey, I'm getting ready to text you. Here's my name. Here's my number. And then call me, and then I'll answer the phone that way. Or to just have a conversation through text. That's what works actually best for me. So, but whatever method you choose that's easier and best for you is fine with me. But texting for me is preferred. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I may make another video. I'm not sure about doing the NACA calculator. So I'll let you know. Okay. Well, thank you. And I will talk to you guys soon, and have a good day. Bye-bye.